Good enough. That's what Jimmy Butler said he was. But it sure looked like a lot more than just good enough. When Butler soared high, Michael Jordan-esque high, in the final seconds of Monday's game to corral a rebound and secure a Warriors victory in Game 4, he was downright spectacular. Just the elevation, Steve Kerr said. It looked to me like he was just head and shoulders above everybody. And that's a massive team they have out there. That's what makes Jimmy who he is. He makes so many big plays. When Butler came down with the rebound and was fouled, he tucked the ball under his arm like a trophy and wagged his finger at the Rockets, Dillon Brooks in particular. He sank 2 free throws to give the Warriors not only a 109-106 win in the bruising, nasty battle, but a possibly insurmountable 3-1 lead in the series. The Rockets trudged off the court demoralized and upset. They had succeeded in getting the Warriors to play their game for most of the first half, wallowing in the muck of pushing and shoving, techs and flagrants. Yet despite that, and despite leading for much of the second half, the Warriors now have 3 chances to win 1 game, beginning Wednesday in Houston. But the Warriors will be ready too, because they have Butler back. Butler missed all of Game 3 and most of Game 2, landing on his tailbone and suffering a deep contusion in the early stages of the second game last Wednesday. A lot of pain, he said of his last few days, which have included constant treatment. And then I woke up today and I was good enough. But for much of the game it looked like Butler wasn't going to be able to summon playoff Jimmy. He had just 4 points in the first half and wasn't moving with his usual fluidity or authority. The first 3 quarters he couldn't move. Draymond Green said, "I'm not sure how he started moving in the fourth quarter, but the first 3 quarters he couldn't move." Yet he never complained. He stuck with it. And when it was most important, when the time was right, everybody on our side looked to get him the ball. And when you get him the ball, he makes great things happen, for himself and for others. Butler said his body had finally started to warm up. He was magnificent in the second half, scoring 23 of his team-leading 27 points, 14 in the fourth quarter. He was a perfect 12 for 12 from the line, 10 of those free throws coming in the second half. You start to move a little bit better. You gain confidence. People start talking to you, Butler said, and good things happen. By people, Butler meant Dillon Brooks started talking. It helps when somebody lights a fire under you, Stephen Curry said. In the second quarter, as the Rockets shot free throws, Butler and Brooks jabbered at each other, and lip readers caught a few choice words from Butler. As they ran back down the court, Butler knocked Brooks to the ground, and after a Warriors turnover that Brooks took the other way, Butler fouled him hard at the basket. Brooks missed both his free throws, sticking with the trend in the series. The Rockets have missed 35 free throws in the first 4 games. "I don't like Dillon Brooks," Butler said. "We're never having fun. I'm a fierce competitor. He's a fierce competitor. There ain't nothing fun about that." When General Manager Mike Dunleavy made the case that the Warriors should trade for Butler, the word he often used was competitive. Butler is, indeed, an extraordinarily fierce competitor who can summon an even greater fire in the biggest moments. Sheer will and determination, Curry said. For him to get through that first half and get the wheels going in the second half, on both ends of the floor, it's why he means so much to us. A gutty performance, for sure. This playoff run is different from the Warriors' past postseasons because of Butler's impact, because of his unique game and command of the court and the moment. All of that was on display as he launched his sore body into the air over larger men to get the basketball and close out the game. It looked like he was coming in slow motion, Kerr said. "It's just his presence," Green said. "What he does for this team is humongous. My favorite play was that last rebound. I looked up and I thought it was Jonathan Kuminga out there flying. It was Jimmy." When the final buzzer sounded, Butler and his comic foil buddy Hield celebrated on the bench, while Curry and Green wrapped their arms around each other in a bear hug. There was so much joy and celebration in the moment. It almost looked like the Warriors had won the series. Because they almost have. Because Jimmy Butler wasn't only good enough to play. He was great.